Please adhere to YouTube's selected guidelines before viewing the content of this video. I do not encourage or condone any products, actions, or behaviors shown in this video. All videos are produced in a safe, professional, and controlled environment. Please do not attempt to replicate any actions performed during the video. All actions are performed by professionals.
Alrighty, so today I'm going to be smoking tobacco out of a GEEB for the first time, which honestly I am very, very, very excited to do because, well, I've never smoked tobacco out of a GEEB before, and also because I certainly do expect, well, this to get me pretty buzzed. And I will admit, I definitely do want a pretty big buzz right now, and I certainly do expect this experience that I'm going to be doing in today's video to get me a pretty big buzz, that is for sure. But I actually don't own a GEEB, so in today's video as well, I'm going to be making my own GEEB. The materials I'm going to be using to make my own GEEB are going to be a little bit of a con-to-go mixer cup and everything like that kind of thing without the cap, of course. You know what I'm saying? I got the cap over here, but I took the cap off because I don't need the cap for today's video and everything like that. I'm just going to be pouring some water in this cup right here. Then I'm going to take the bottom off of this water bottle, and then after I take the bottom off of this water bottle, I'm going to go ahead and take the cap off, go ahead and put a little bit of a hole in the cap and everything like that kind of thing. Go ahead and take a 10mm socket, shove it in the top right there. If it doesn't have very good air, if it has a lot of air space around it and everything like that kind of thing, I'm going to use some tape to tape it off as well, but hopefully I don't need to do that. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and put some Marlboro Southern Cut tobacco in the top of the socket and go ahead and, well, smoke tobacco out of a GEEB for the first time, which, as said, I certainly am very, very, very excited to do. First off, though, I got to go ahead and empty out the water out of this water bottle into, well, the mixer cup right here. So let's just go ahead and do that just real quick, you know what I'm saying? So let's just go ahead and mix it in just like that, you know what I'm saying? Is it going to fill up all the way? It did not fill up all the way, so I have another water bottle right next to me that I'm going to use to fill it up the rest of the way and everything like that kind of thing, because I do indeed want this to be full, because honestly, the actual water bottle itself, I did some test fit, it literally fits in this, it literally fits in this perfectly kind of thing. It is literally the perfect size. Certainly no complaints on my behalf, that is for sure. So I'm just going to put that down on the ground, go ahead and grab another one of my water bottles, and go ahead and fill this one up inside, or go ahead and fill the mixer cup up just a little bit more and everything like that kind of thing. Certainly no complaints on my behalf. Let's just go ahead and finish off doing that. There we go. It's pretty much all the way up to the top as we can see and everything like that kind of thing. It's pretty much all the way up at the top. So I'm just going to put that back down, make sure I don't accidentally nudge my cooler that I'm using to hold everything in today's video and everything like that kind of thing. And now I'm going to go ahead and get my scissors all unfolded and everything like that, you know what I'm saying, and go ahead and actually start cutting the bottom off of this right here and everything like that, you know what I'm saying. There we go. And let's just go ahead. I know I could use a knife, but it's just so much easier to use scissors in my personal opinion. So let's just go ahead and cut the bottom off. Just, a little bit of water going everywhere, but that is to be expected, that is for sure. And there we go. That's all done. I'm gonna go ahead and just put this in the side of my backpack right here, just so I make sure I don't accidentally litter or anything like that. And I'm just gonna go ahead and just clean up my lines just a little bit, just like this, you know what I'm saying? Certainly no complaints on my behalf, that is for sure. That is for sure. Just gonna go ahead and just clean up my lines just a little bit. And there we go. I think that's pretty clean and everything like that. This has a lot of plastic in it, or on it. So this has a lot of plastic on it, that is for sure. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this back on my cooler. Go ahead and just pick up any spare plastic that fell on the ground or anything like that. That was the only piece, thankfully. I'm gonna go ahead and take the cap off, and I'm just gonna go ahead and test fit this real quick. Oh yeah, that is working. That is working. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Well, now I have to go ahead and make a hole in this cap right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my knife and go ahead and, I think I'm just gonna put this on my little table right here and everything like that, and just go ahead and start poking a hole in just like that and everything like that kind of thing, or a little table. What am I calling this a table for? It's definitely not a table. It's just my what is it called? It's my socket set. It's my socket set for my car and everything like that kind of thing. Is of course I'm going to be putting a socket in this cap right here and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? But let's just go ahead and continue making a little bit of a hole real quick. There we go. There we go. I think that should hopefully be big enough. If it's not, I can always make it bigger. I'm gonna go ahead and fold up my knife though, just so I don't accidentally cut myself or anything like that. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab my socket set right here, go ahead and get it all opened up, and I'm gonna go ahead and grab the socket I want to use. I think the socket I want to use in today's video is going to be, what size is this? This is a 7mm socket. I think I'm gonna use a 9mm socket actually. I was about to say an 8mm socket, but I was thinking maybe something like this would work better. I'm thinking maybe something like this will definitely work better. This is very, very, very long and everything like that kind of thing. So I'm definitely thinking that something maybe of this size will work better, that is for sure. Maybe I'll grab something just a little bit bigger though. I'll go ahead and grab, let's see, I'll grab a, what size is this? This is a 5mm socket, whereas this one is a 4mm socket. So I'm just going to be using a 5mm socket in today's video, that is for sure. Sadly, my 10mm socket I don't think will work, but let's just go ahead and test fit this real quick in the lid. So let's just see if that wants to poke through and everything like that kind of thing. Does it actually want to work? It does indeed. Certainly no complaints on my behalf, that is for sure. Works pretty well. I don't think I'm gonna need to tape it off or anything like that. Let's just go ahead and screw this back on the water bottle right here, and I just realized I'm going to be getting lots of water all over my cooler and everything like that. Certainly no complaints on my behalf either way, that is for sure. So there we go, got the cap all back on and everything like that, got the socket inside the lid and everything like that. Let's just go ahead and put this back in the cup that I have and everything like that, you know what I'm saying? And now let's go ahead and get one of my Marlboro Southern Cuts all out, and let's go ahead and cut it up a little bit and go ahead and start putting some tobacco in the top of, well, my GEEB that I just created, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab my scissors that I just used, and I'm just gonna go ahead and just cut this cigarette in half, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and just cut it right down the middle, just like this and everything like that kind of thing. And I'm just gonna let the tobacco just go onto my cooler, and I'm just gonna be using my cooler as a little bit of a rolling tray today and everything like that, you know what I'm saying? Certainly no complaints on my behalf, that is for sure. Let's just put that down, and let's go ahead and put some tobacco in my 5mm socket right here. Let's see if I can actually do this properly. I'm trying not to grab too much, so let's just see if I can do this without dropping too much in the water. There's a lot going in the water already. It certainly is what it is, that is for sure. Let's just go ahead and continue putting some more in there. I gotta make sure I be getting me a fatty hit, that is for sure. So let's just go ahead and put some more in there. And I'm just gonna go ahead and just poke it down just a little bit. There is definitely a lot of tobacco in the water now, but hey, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Nothing you can do about it. And now I do think, without further ado, it is now time for me to go ahead and, well, take a hit of tobacco out of a GEEB for the first time and go ahead and hopefully get a pretty fat buzz, you know what I'm saying? Without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get this lit up. Yes sir, you know what I'm saying? As long as my lighter wants to agree with me, apparently. My lighter is not agreeing with me today. There's a very, very, very light breeze, and my lighter is not happy with that breeze. Okay, this is very much not happy with me. There we go, I got it going. Oh, my lighter. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it going, just like that. All right, it's coming up. Alrighty. Oh, let's go and get the cap off real quick. Oh my God, that was so rough. I was definitely not expecting it to be that rough, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. That was so rough, oh my goodness. But I ain't gonna lie, that worked pretty well, you know what I'm saying? That worked pretty well. Certainly no complaints on my behalf. I definitely do think I could go for another hit in just a minute or so, you know what I'm saying? But right off the bat, what am I feeling? I'm feeling definitely a little bit buzzed kind of thing. Even with just that small of a hit and everything like that kind of thing, because really that was not all that much tobacco in the socket and everything like that kind of thing. There really was not all that much tobacco in the socket. I am honestly still feeling a little bit buzzed. Certainly no complaints on my behalf, that is for sure. Overall, yeah, my little homemade GEEB is working pretty well, you know what I'm saying? Working pretty well, that is for sure. Next time I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I show y'all the actual GEEB smoking and everything like that kind of thing, because I just realized that is something I did not do with the last hit I took and everything like that kind of thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and pack my socket up once again and everything like that, you know what I'm saying? And go ahead and just try to make sure not too much tobacco falls into my water, but hey, I guess it's just a very minor loss, that is for sure. If some does fall in the water, I'm just gonna go ahead and take another small handful just like that, and I think I'm gonna try to pack a little bit more full than I did last time. Lots of tobacco is falling in the water right now, but that certainly is what it is. I got another spare water bottle with me just in case I feel like emptying out the water or anything like that, you know what I'm saying? But without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my lighter once again. The breeze is gone, so I'm gonna go ahead and just try to get it lit real quick. There we go. All right, and now I'm gonna go ahead and just try to pick it up. There we go, no complaints on my behalf, you know what I'm saying? We are almost to the top, so I'm gonna go ahead and just set this down real quick. Go ahead and get the cap all off. Ooh. That was really rough. Oof. That was really rough. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. That was super rough. Oof. I took that whole thing in one hit. Maybe there's a little bit of smoke left over, but I took that whole thing in one hit. Well, there is still some ash in here, so I'm sure there's still some tobacco in there as well, but I took that whole rip in one hit. Oh my goodness, that got me good. I ain't gonna lie, that has me pretty buzzed. Certainly no complaints on my behalf, that is for sure. You know what I'm saying? Certainly no complaints on my behalf, that is for sure. Man, oh man. Yeah, I wanted a pretty big buzz, and let me tell y'all what, I'm getting a pretty big buzz. Certainly no complaints on my behalf, that is for sure. I am feeling pretty dang good right now, that is for sure. You know what I'm saying? Man, oh man. That Marlboro Southern Cut tobacco, how's the taste of it through the GEEB? It doesn't really taste like anything, in all honesty, kind of thing. It just tastes like tobacco. It's not distinctly Marlboro Southern Cut tobacco. The buzz, though, is pretty good. Unlike the taste kind of thing, you really cannot taste any distinguishing factors about the tobacco or anything like that kind of thing. But the buzz is amazing. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. The buzz is amazing. Super rough. Super rough. Way more rough than I am used to, that is for sure. Way more rough than I'm used to. But hey, the buzz is fantastic, you know what I'm saying? So certainly no complaints on my behalf, and the roughness ain't nothing that I can't handle, you know what I'm saying? I don't think I've coughed a single time in today's video, so certainly no complaints on my behalf, that is for sure, you know what I'm saying? But I do think without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get another hit going, you know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and get my lighter going. Let's go ahead and get this all relit. Just pick it up real quick. Oh yeah, this one's not gonna be nearly as big. There definitely was not a lot of tobacco left in there. I'm gonna go ahead and just unscrew the cap. Oof. Man, oh man. Wow. Ooh, that was really rough. I'm gonna go and take a sip of water real quick. Oh my goodness. That was extremely rough. If I hadn't taken a sip of water, I definitely would have coughed, but I didn't cough, you know what I'm saying? I didn't cough, so it doesn't count, you know what I'm saying? Certainly no complaints on my behalf, though, that is for sure. But yeah, once again, no taste, no distinguishing factors about the taste of the tobacco or anything like that. Honestly, any cigarette besides maybe a menthol or a flavored cigarette could have been used in this GEEB, and honestly, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Besides maybe if it was like a Maverick Red or something like that, then I'd be like, wow, that's a really chemically sort of tobacco taste and everything like that kind of thing. I don't want to smoke that out of a GEEB, but honestly, I cannot tell that this is a Marlboro Southern Cut. There's really no distinguishing taste or anything like that kind of thing. It's super rough, but the buzz is great. The buzz is super overwhelming, a super intense head buzz, that is for sure. Definitely a lot less of a chill buzz than smoking just a normal cigarette and everything like that kind of thing, or smoking a cigar. Definitely a lot less of a chill buzz. I definitely have to say this experience is a lot more comparable to smoking tobacco out of a water pipe or smoking tobacco out of a glass pipe or something like that kind of thing. I definitely have to say this is much more comparable to that, which makes sense, I will admit, because, well, that's kind of how you smoke herb and everything like that, you know what I'm saying? So I do suppose it makes sense why the buzz would be like that and everything like that kind of thing. But the buzz is definitely a lot less chill than smoking it through a cigarette, than smoking just a normal cigarette and everything like that kind of thing, that is for sure. But certainly no complaints on my behalf either way. It certainly is getting me very, very, very buzzed, and certainly no complaints on my behalf about, well, smoking tobacco out of a GEEB for the first time. This is a great experience so far, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of the ash all out of my cap and everything like that. There we go, got it all out, you know what I'm saying? Got it all out. The socket is still mildly warm, not super warm or anything like that kind of thing, but definitely mildly warm. And I'm just gonna go ahead and take some more of my tobacco and go ahead and, well, fill up the rest of, or go ahead and fill up the socket once again. I'm getting my words all jumbled up. I do apologize, y'all. I certainly am a little bit buzzed, that is for sure, but I haven't gotten a super fat buzz yet, so I'm really gonna be packing this one, hoping for a really fat buzz. So let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and just pack a little bit more in, and I think that should be good. I'm just gonna go ahead and scrape the tobacco from the edge of the lid and everything like that, you know what I'm saying? Just make it fall back on my cooler that I'm using to hold everything in today's video and everything like that. Glad I had the forethought to bring my cooler, that is for sure. Let's go ahead and just screw this on the bottle right here. And there we go. I have a very full GEEB cap, that is for sure, a very full socket. I'm just gonna let that settle at the bottom, and now I'm gonna go ahead and, well, get this all lit up once again and go ahead and take another hit out of my GEEB. Not for the first time, because, well, I've already taken a hit. I've already smoked tobacco out of a GEEB for the first time, so this is like the third time I'm smoking tobacco out of a GEEB, you know what I'm saying? Let's go and get this lit up, though. the wind's picking up the wind's picking back up again and everything like that kind of thing. This is definitely a little bit of a windy spot, I will admit. Definitely not the best spot to smoke tobacco out of a Jeep for the first time, but hey, nonetheless, I certainly am enjoying this anyway, even though the wind certainly is a little bit annoying because it definitely is disrupting my smoking experience just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But the wind just be doing that. Excuse me, you know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and try to get this lit up though. There we go. All right, so it's going. I'm gonna go ahead and just pick it up real quick, and wow, this is some thick smoke. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. This is some thick smoke. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start settling it down. I don't wanna let too much of the smoke go away, so I'm just gonna go ahead and unscrew the cap. Wow, that was really rough. Oh my goodness, y'all. That last one was a fatty hit. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. That last one was a fatty hit. That was super rough. That was really, really, really rough. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Oh my goodness. Definitely, yeah. I knew it was gonna be rough. I knew it was gonna be a fatty hit, but man, that was really rough. And I could not take that whole hit in, well, one hit, you know what I'm saying? Or that whole pull in one hit and everything like that. I don't know the actual terminology and everything like that, I will admit. But nonetheless, that has me feeling pretty good. That has me feeling pretty buzzed. Certainly no complaints on my behalf, that is for sure. And man, oh man, I certainly am enjoying this experience. Would I do this experience again? Yes, 100%. I would totally do this again if I wanted a super fat buzz, but I will admit I do already own a water pipe and I can get a very similar buzz off of my water pipe. So would I much rather, instead of making my own Jeep, just use my water pipe? More than likely, yeah, but if I specifically wanted to do something a little bit different than the usual and everything like that kind of thing, would I make another Jeep and smoke tobacco out of it again? Yes, 100%. It was a little bit of a pain, I will admit, kind of thing. You got to make it and everything like that kind of thing. But hey, it's worth it to be able to smoke some tobacco out of a Jeep for the first time. That is for sure. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely would do it again. Although I will admit, you do definitely need a decent amount of material to do it. That is for sure. You know what I'm saying? But without further ado, let's go ahead and I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is take one more hit off of this Jeep right here. I was thinking I needed to fill up my socket once again, but I don't think I need to. I think it's all good in all honesty. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and get this relit again, go ahead and just take the last hit of this video, and then after that, I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys my final thoughts on this experience, and then after that, I'm gonna go ahead and, well, end the video right there. Yes, sir, yes, sir, you know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and take one more hit off of my Jeep. There we go, it's lighting. It's not lighting super well, okay. I'm thinking there really is not much left. Just gonna lift that up. Yeah, there's nothing left. It's all ash. All right, I will actually pack one more. So let's just go ahead and just shove this down there and everything like that kind of thing. Yeah, that's all good. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just put some more tobacco in here and everything like that kind of thing. I was thinking I might need to, but I was like, I still see ash in there kind of thing. There's probably something under that ash. There was nothing under that ash. So let's just go ahead and take that. Just go ahead and put some tobacco in there. I will admit I may need to cut a little bit more off of my cigarette, but hey, it certainly is what it is. I'm just gonna go ahead and move some stuff out of the way that's on top of my tobacco and everything like that. And go ahead and just put a little bit more tobacco in this Jeep right here. There we go, perfect. And now let's go ahead and get this all lit up once again. Oh, my lighter does not want to agree with me. All right, I'm just gonna wait a moment. Go ahead and there we go. All right, now my lighter's agreeing with me. So let's just go ahead just like that, you know what I'm saying? Certainly no complaints on my behalf. And let's go ahead. Oh. That was super rough. There was really nothing left. Wow, that last one was especially rough though. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Oh my goodness. That was really, really, really rough. But overall, what are my final thoughts on this experience? Did it get me super buzzed? Could I taste the tobacco really, really well and everything like that kind of thing? Well, to answer the second point first, I could not taste the tobacco well at all. But did I get super buzzed? I certainly did. This was extremely rough. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. It was super, super, super rough. It was a little bit of a, not really a challenge to make, but it definitely was a process, that is for sure. But it's definitely a process I wouldn't mind doing again, and it's definitely a process that I enjoyed quite a bit. That is for sure. Making my own GEEB and smoking tobacco out of it for the first time certainly has been a good experience, certainly has been a great experience, and definitely is something that I would do again, even if it is a little bit more trouble than just smoking tobacco out of a water pipe and everything like that kind of thing. This is definitely something I would do again, but those are pretty much my final thoughts on this experience. So as such, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video right here. Thank you very much for watching my video where I smoked tobacco out of a GEEB for the first time. If you guys have enjoyed watching this video, of course, please make sure to like and subscribe for more content. I have my Instagram, my book, my merch, my P.O. box, and my second channel all in the description down below. I feel like there's something else I want to say, but I really cannot think of what to say. It was super rough, got me really, really buzzed. Oh, I think I know exactly what I forgot to say when I was summarizing my thoughts and everything like that kind of thing. I forgot to say it's a really, really, really intense head buzz and everything like that kind of thing. Just gets you going good. Very, very, very similar to smoking tobacco out of a water pipe or smoking tobacco out of a glass pipe or something like that kind of thing. That is for sure, although definitely more similar to smoking tobacco out of a water pipe than out of a glass pipe. That is for sure. But yeah, just overall, a very, very, very nice, super intense head buzz. Certainly no complaints on my behalf, and I certainly did get very, very, very buzzed. But as said, y'all, if you guys enjoyed watching this video, of course, please make sure to like and subscribe for more content. I have my Instagram, my book, my merch, my P.O. box, and my second channel, all in the description down below. Go check it all out. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, y'all. Until the next one, stay safe and peace and have a great one. Yes, sir, you know what I'm saying?